So what this is this this is just a quick rundown on what ChatGPT is. I know that it's been in the news everywhere. I know everyone's been kind of talking about it, and there might be a bit of confusion of what it is. So just to go through, it is AI. It's artificial intelligence, and what it does is it's pretty uncanny. It can mimic kind of human language, and it can write things out for you. It can do a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to get right into it and show you. So we're going to go through what is ChatGPT. We're going to say, how does that work? Where does ChatGPT get its information from? The benefits of ChatGPT for realtors, example use case, lead generation, example use case, and the conclusion. And I wanted to say that anybody that has any questions, please just wait till the end. We'll have an open forum after. We can have some discussions, some ways we can use it, and we can have kind of that open forum to go through that. So what is ChatGPT? ChatGPT is a language model based on the GPT 3.5 architecture. It can generate human-like responses to text input. It can be used for a variety of tasks, including customer service, content creation, website building, and much more. And I'll go into more detail on how that works. So how does it work? It uses machine learning algorithms to analyze and understand text input. It then generates responses based on its understanding of the input and its training data. So the more data it's trained on, the better it becomes at generating accurate and useful responses. Okay, so where does ChatGPT get its information from? So as an AI language model, the response, oh, by the way, just to let everybody know, ChatGPT created this content for me. So what I did was I said, create a slideshow explaining what the benefits and the uses of ChatGPT are for realtors. And it gave me a basic outline. I mean, I had to amend some of the things and put it into the slides, but it gave me the content. So if you look at how it's responding, it's saying, as an AI language model, my responses are generated based on a large corpus of text data that has been input into my training data set. So they've taken a whole pile of information, they put it into this computer, and that includes a range of texts from the internet, from books, articles, websites, forums, and other publicly available written content. The information provided is based on patterns and relationships learned from this data during the training process. So they've written code that says, if somebody responds this way, you can use this type of wording because that's the way people talk in real world. It's important to note that as an AI language model, I do not have the ability to access or retrieve information from external sources, such as the internet, in real time. The reason is because their responses, the response of ChatGPT has been generated solely based on the data that was available that they put into the system up until September 2021. I'm sure that will be updated, but I tested it last night, just asking basic things like, who won this game or who did this, and it can't do it because up until September 2021 is the cutoff of information that was available to it. Therefore, the accuracy, reliability, and timelines of the information provided may vary. It's always recommended to verify any information obtained with trusted and up-to-date sources. So we're going to get into how realtors can use ChatGPT. So there's a few things. So you guys have heard of bots, I'm assuming. It's where you have an automated response on a website. This takes it a step further to the point where you would probably think you were speaking to a real person. So there's improved customer service. ChatGPT can handle customer inquiries. That could be lead generation on a website. That could be coming through from different sources online, and it provides quick and accurate responses, freeing up the realtor to focus on other tasks. Increased efficiency. ChatGPT can automate routine tasks such as scheduling appointments, answering frequently asked questions, saving realtors time and effort. And also, the most important, the enhanced lead generation. It can engage potential leads and provide them with information about properties, helping to drive sales. So how ChatGPT can look eventually is that it is linked into your website. Someone asks an inquiry about a property. It says, what type of property you're looking for? As long as the feeds are there, it can do this. And then you say, oh, I'm looking for a 4-bedroom detached home in Thornhill. And then all of a sudden it will provide that to the client, and it'll think that it's you sending it, but it's sending all the information to that client saying, here's a bunch of houses within your criteria. So it automates a lot of things. A case example. So we're going to talk about lead generation. A potential lead visits a realtor's website and initiates a chat with ChatGPT. ChatGPT then asks the lead a series of questions to understand their preferences and requirements for a property. Based on the lead's responses, ChatGPT then generates a list of properties that meet their criteria. It provides the lead with detailed information about each property and schedules a viewing if the lead is interested, which I think is amazing. Don't worry, I'm going to show you actually how it does this. So here's an example. So what I have done is I've gone onto the ChatGPT website. Now, this is only, I think, ChatGPT 3 or 3.5. It's not the latest. And the reason I pre-recorded this is purely because sometimes it gets so busy. It is now one of the busiest traffic websites in the world. And that's happened in the last 4 weeks. So what I've done is I pre-recorded it just in case, because if I go to do it live and it says, sorry, we're too busy, the servers are full, I didn't want to have everybody waiting here. So I'm going to show you what I did the other day. I'm going to hit play on this, and I'm going to show you what happens. So I asked it a question. I said, give me the top 10 best ways for a realtor to market a new listing. And then I just hit enter. And it does all the rest. Can everyone read that? And this is spitting it out like this real time. All the things we're taught in real estate, it scours, finds everything that's the, weighted on the most beneficial ways to do it, and it pulls it out in seconds. So you now have the top 10 ways to market your housings, your listings. So I find that pretty impressive. It goes from online advertising, social media, promote the listing on social media platforms, email marketing, send and target emails to your contact list, et cetera, et cetera. It's just incredible. I'm just going to go to the next one. So here's another one. Here's another question I asked. Hold on. This is the wrong one. One second. It's this one here. So realtor biography. So I just put in a basic question to say, hey, just want to know this person in real estate. Can you write a biography for my webpage? So I'll tell some pointers you should do with ChatGPT. The more information you give it, the more accurate it is, and you'll see how it kind of just takes liberties. And it usually needs to be adjusted after, but let me just show you how this looks. So I put write a biography for a real estate agent who has been in the business for 5 years. This is me thinking what I should write. Is exclusively a residential realtor, puts their customers first, and loves working hard. It's just some basic generic, but watch how this takes some liberties and just starts to write it. Meet Jane, a residential real estate agent, has been in the business for 5 years, born and raised in a small town. Jane learned the value of hard work at a young age. She grew up helping her parents run the family-owned business, quickly developed a strong work ethic that has served her well in her career. After graduating from college, Jane took a job as an administrative assistant at a real estate agency. It was here that she fell in love with the industry and decided to pursue a career in real estate. She worked tirelessly to obtain her license and landed her first job as an agent at a local firm. Since then, Jane has established herself as a top residential realtor agent in the area. Her success is a direct result of her unwavering commitment to putting your customers first. It just spits it out on and on. Now, obviously, the more detail you give it, the more accurate this will be. This is very generic, but it just saves you the time on writing the content. So I think you can get some ideas here when it comes to writing the description of someone's house, et cetera, et cetera. You could put the information in and it would write an amazing description. And you can also regenerate the response. So if you're not happy with the first response, hit regenerate. It'll give you a totally different one with the same criteria.